likely your ancestors can't do anything for you.
Hello, this video is not to tear down anybody. For this young man is actually really wanting to find his way and work with his ancestors properly. But when you have been doing spiritual practices with Ifa, Santeria, Palo, Lukumi, Voodoo, or Shermic work or other things of that nature, a lot of people don't teach about the ancestors. Even when I get clients and new students, a lot of them tell me that they're old Babalawos and they didn't even know women can be priestess. Give me a second. Let's get back to the point. The point remains, right? In this video, if you watch his video, you will notice that he talks about the ancestors needing you more than you needing them. Which is really sad, because if he really actually knew what you can do with your ancestors, I am firsthand can explain how you work with your ancestors. I have been a Yanifa, a Mambo, and Egun priestess for years. A lot of times, he's right. It's certain energies that are low level and they don't want to elevate. But it's not about them not wanting to elevate, honey, because we're going to elevate everybody. Because I need for my lineage to actually go up higher than what it is. It's more than a shrine that is put up. Most people put these ancestor shrines and don't get the elevated pot that goes with it. The pot that goes with it, you have to get it from a Babalawo, a Yanifa, a priest of some sorts. Yes, you're going to spend some bread, because guess what? As priests, we have done the same thing. As priestesses, we have done the same thing. And we still do it. Nothing changes. There's certain rituals that you have to go through. A lot of y'all don't even dismiss the lower level energies off your shrine, let alone understand why your ancestors are not supposed to be on there, that are not beneficial. You're not supposed to call on the ancestors that was very unbeneficial. Yes, he might have been protective of you in your spiritual realm, but in his actual life, he probably was beating on grandmother and everything else. These are ancestors that you don't call on. You don't call on ancestors that's been raped, abused, or was the abuser. The ones that had drug addictions, the ones that were selling drugs, the ones that died early, prematurely. It can be due to them having a drug overdose, health issues, or even getting killed. And because a lot of y'all are still working with these spirits, a lot of y'all think y'all have a lot of this under control, when that is not the case. A lot of y'all are still suffering with your ancestors because you all have not let go of the toxicity that is in your generation. A lot of y'all have not expanded your ancestors. Do you not know that your ancestors are the ones that are your first line of defense? Your ancestors are your guardians. Do you not know if you don't feed them right, they don't have the energy to protect? It's been plenty of y'all that actually go through a car accident and then it felt like somebody has grabbed you, held you back, even though the car could have flipped a couple of times, swerved or twirled around, and you lived and didn't have a scratch or a bump. Baby, that was the ancestor that was protecting you, or even a god themselves like an Orisha. But yeah, and still in the Bible, they call them angels, but in actuality, they're your ancestors, your spiritual guides, man, yo, this is hard. When you are dealing with your ancestors, you call on the ones that were Big Mama, that was the nurturing, the healer. All right. You call on that energy because you want to work with her to heal your lineage, to do healing work on yourself, to heal and bring abundance to you. When you are working with your ancestors, you want to call on the grandfather that was the good grandfather that knew how to be the grandfather that took care of the household, the one that was the hard working, determined, but also a good father to his kids, the one that the community respected, the one, and you have some that's in your family. Now, if you just come from a long line of alcoholic hoism, then baby, then that means that you are the first line that is going to actually change everything, but you're going to do that anyway. But I guarantee you, you have some ancestors that you probably have not met, because it goes deeper than just the grandfather, the grandmother, the auntie, the uncle, and everybody else that you know. It goes generations and generations and generations and generations of ancestors. Did you not know that you might actually have an ancestor that was enslaved, or somebody that was a whole king in their lifetime actually guide you on your path to your excellence? But because y'all don't know that, nor do y'all care, it's just y'all throw these shrines up because you didn't heard it on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and other things. You make it a fad. You make it okay. You make it to where now you got this title of, oh, I'm spiritual because I'm working with ancestors and everything. A lot of y'all don't even know how to give proper offerings for real. A lot of y'all don't know how to bow for real. A lot of y'all don't even know how to do the proper prayers, nor play the certain musics that Egungun is looking for. A lot of y'all don't know none of this. Hell, did you know that your deceased kids is Ekpe? And they need for you to make a shrine? No. A lot of y'all just walk in and out of everyday's purpose with nothing. Everything you do is just to keep up with the latest trends. But see, when you run into somebody like us that know how to conjure spirits, know how to speak to spirits, know how to actually talk to them, it's more than, oh, your ancestors are needing you. It's way deeper than that. The wisdom that your ancestors give you, the messages that you're, because it's been times where your ancestors could tell you, leave that girl alone. But you bring that girl into your house. All of a sudden, something falls onto the floor. Psh, as soon as that girl walked past it. That was spirit letting you know, leave that demon outside. But see, y'all won't recognize that. It's been times your periods come on when a man is trying to come over. Oshun and your ancestors are trying to let you know, girl, don't let him slide in. It's something mentally off. His spirit got so many demons and toxins. But see, that's going to go all over your head because y'all not even going to pay attention to that. It's way deeper than what you think it is. So stop speaking to the ones that are wanting to smoke the weed, drink, and everything else. Because you do have higher ancestors that you can get gin and rum. Hell, some even sometimes a beer, some things like that. But for the most part, for the ones that know me, baby, you are not getting anything that is not elevating the shrine. That means we get the ancestor money so we could burn off debt. See, y'all didn't know about that. We get the ancestor passport so we can travel and actually maneuver the way we know. See, that's too deep for y'all. See, we do the white candle ritual over here and put the money in certain Bible verses because the ancestors pray over it, especially your prayer warrior ancestors, and bring abundance to you, especially if you're low on rent and lights. But see, you don't know that ritual either, honey, because see, so it's a lot of benefits to it. You just got to know what you're doing. Peace.